Hey everyone, I hope everyone is having a good day and staying safe out there. My name is Miss Autumn and I am with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis. Today I will be presenting a lesson from our Stay Smart program called Taking Charge of My Life. Our Stay Smart program is essentially a program centered around making positive choices in our lives and how those choices could help us in the future. By the end of this lesson, you should have reflected on your life so far and where you want to go from here. You should also walk away with an understanding on how the choices that you are going to make today will impact you going forward. So before we get to our main lesson, I want to do a little warm up with you guys to get your minds moving, get you thinking, get you in the mode. Whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in and let it out. Now close your eyes and think to yourself, what will the world look like in 50 years? When you think of this, think of everything. For example, right now you're probably on a really nice smartphone, but 50 years ago, smartphones didn't even exist. Instead, phones look more like this. What about the environment? Right now, scientists claim that in 50 years, the world will be much warmer than it is now, with the average temperature rising by almost 10 degrees. That's crazy to even think about when you think about how hot summer already gets. And what about jobs? Think of how many jobs that exist right now that did not exist 50 years ago. Like being a YouTuber or a social media influencer, working for companies like Uber or DoorDash, even things like podcasting or being an engineer for artificial intelligence. Now, will any of these jobs exist within the next 50 years? Now let's zoom in and think about ourselves on a personal level. Where do you see yourself in 1 year from now? What about 5 years from now? 10 years? What about 50 years into the future? Who will you be? What will you look like? Will you have family? Will you have children? What will be your job? What did you go to school for? Now open your eyes. Is it hard to imagine? Sometimes it seems almost impossible to think that far ahead in the future, especially if you have things that you're dealing with right now in your life that seem very distracting. But it's very important that we do start thinking about these things, you guys, so that we can start making those choices today to get us to where we want or where we need to be in the future. So today's activity is going to get you guys thinking about the future. I'm going to take you guys to a site called futureme.org, and this is a site where you can write a letter to your future self from today. All you have to do is write the letter, choose whichever options you want, and then type in your email, and you should get a letter 1 year from today from yourself. So using this site, I want you guys to write a letter to yourself for 1 year into the future. What do you want to say to your future self? Some things to consider writing would be like, where do you hope to be in 1 year? What are some goals and some dreams and some aspirations you hope you realize by then? And where do you see yourself in certain areas of your life 1 year from now? So for example, in school, with friends, in recreational activities like sports or music or any other extracurricular activities that you're doing, and with your self-image, so how you see yourself and how you present yourself to the world. Before we get started, I just want to make a note. Please do not worry about spelling or grammar while you're doing this activity. The intention of this lesson is really just to get you guys thinking. And at the end of the day, the letter is really going to be private unless you choose to share it with someone. But yeah, don't be afraid to make mistakes with the spelling or grammar or feel like it has to be perfect. When you get this letter 1 year in the future, you may even laugh about it because of the mistakes you made, because you've come so far in your English and writing skills. So we are going to begin our letter. Now, fortunately, futureme.org starts the letter off for us with the Dear Future Me part. We are going to space down and start immediately with our first prompt. Where do you hope to be 1 year from now? So for some of you, you're either entering high school or you're finishing your second year of high school. So your sentence may look something like this. In 1 year, I hope that I am finishing my first year of high school. We'll then move on to our second prompt, which is what will you hope you've realized by then? Maybe by then you'll hope that you've realized what kind of college you want to attend, and maybe you'll also hope that you've realized what kind of subjects you're good in, that you really want to study more in college. So your sentence could look something like this. I hope I figured out what I want to study in the future and maybe even what job I want. Finally, we'll tackle the last prompt, which is how do you think you're going to be performing in some areas of your life 1 year from today? Do you have straight A's in school? Are you playing a sport, or do you do any other after school activities? Do you have any friends? What are your friends like? Who are you 1 year from now? So your last sentences should be something about those types of things. For example, it could look something like this. In 1 year, I hope to have good grades so that I can earn credits for graduation. I hope that I still have the friends that I have, and that we still enjoy hanging around each other. I want to play football in the fall, so hopefully I tried out for the team and I made it. By this time next year, I should be doing spring training. I want to be an overall good person and more positive. So hopefully, maybe by this time next year, I've learned to be kinder to myself and more positive. We're then going to sign off the letter me at 13, 14, 15, whatever age you may be right now. Select 1 year. We're going to mark it private. and then we're going to type in our email. Feel free, if you do not have an email, to use your parents' emails or maybe an older sibling's emails. However, if the letter is really personal and really private to you and you're not really sure about sharing some of the things in that email, in that letter, it's very easy to set up your own personal email. Then we're going to hit send, and in 1 year from today, you should receive a letter. Now, today you will receive a confirmation email confirming that you actually sent it. So be on the lookout for that. But in 1 year from today, you should get your actual letter. If you want, feel free to share with us at the BGC STL Facebook page. We'd really love to see what you guys have written. Now that we've done that, let's start thinking of some things that we can do today to help us achieve some of those goals that we put in those letters. If you want better grades, how are you going to get those better grades, right? Are you going to get tutoring? Are you going to study more? Are you going to actually pay attention in class? Do you want more friends, or do you want to be a better friend? What does that look like? What kind of person do you need to be to get more friends? Do you need to be more friendly? Do you need to be more sociable, more outgoing? I'm asking these questions because the sooner we begin to think about these things, the sooner we can start making those changes in our lives. And the sooner we begin to make those changes in our lives, the sooner we can accomplish those goals for the future. And when you receive your letter 1 year from today, I want you to really feel a sense of pride and accomplishment for all the things that you've accomplished in that letter. And hopefully it motivates you going forward to continue to set goals, make those right choices to achieve those goals, and actually accomplish them. So this is the last thing we're going to do today. We're essentially going to make an action plan so that we can start implementing some of those choices in our lives to achieve our goals and become better people. If you did grab a piece of paper and a pencil earlier, you can pull that out now, but that's not really necessary for this activity. If you don't have a piece of paper and pencil, you can just think along with us. So first, we're going to write out the goal that we want to achieve. So if our goal was getting better grades, what are the things that we're going to do to get some better grades? So we can put down, I'm going to study 30 minutes every day. We can also put down, I will attend classes. Right now, of course, you guys don't have in-person classes, but of course, if you have online classes, I do suggest that you reach out to your teacher so you can actually attend those classes. So I will attend classes every day. I will participate in class, which is a big one for some of you. So essentially, we're just going to go goal by goal and add in a couple of things that we can do every day to achieve those goals. So when you finish your action plan, it should look something like this: a goal at the top, and then a couple of things that you can do every day to achieve that personal goal. If you actually wrote your action plan down, it might be a good idea to pin it up somewhere, tape it up somewhere that you're going to see it every day. So, for example, you can tape your action plan up on your door, your bedroom door, so that when you walk out of your bedroom door every day, it is the first thing that you see. You can pin it up on your mirror or tape it up to your bathroom mirror so that every day when you look in the mirror, you see the goal that you want to accomplish and you see some of the things that you can do on a daily basis to accomplish that goal. The purpose of the action plan is just to give you guys something to focus on a day-to-day basis so that you can achieve some of those goals. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I really just want to leave you with one more thing for you to ponder over, right? Understand that it starts with you. No one is going to live your life for you. So I really hope that everyone cares enough about themselves to make the best choices for themselves. Thanks for watching. The link for futureme.org is in the description. If you ever have any questions, you can reach out to us at gotquestions@bgcstl.org. You can also follow us on our YouTube if you want more good content. And I know the team here in St. Louis is working really hard to provide you guys with it. And if you ever want to chat with us more, you can always catch us on our Facebook page. Or our Twitter page. Have a good day.